Hey Amor Nation, welcome back to another weekly vlog. So basically I'm just here getting ready and I just felt like sitting down and talking with you guys. So that's what today's vlog is gonna be about. I already started my makeup. I'm kind of headed to my friend's little Friday get together. My friend Sam does this weekend event, you know, where she do fried chicken, fries, hot dogs, stuff like that, and I try to support her on the weekends. So I'm kind of getting ready to do that. So you know, today's makeup is just going to be very soft and, you know, sort of like my everyday makeup routine, to be honest, because my makeup these days has just been really subtle. Even when I'm going out, I don't try to do too much. I just try to keep it really simple and basic and let my natural glow just flow. So that's what we're doing today, and while I'm doing that, I'm just gonna be talking to you guys, you know, and giving you guys a little update of what's inside my head. So if you want to do that, if you care about chitting and chatting and getting to know me a little more and what's on my mind, stick around for the rest of this video. I did mention I already started my makeup, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead now and put my moisturizer on. And if you guys been following my channel, you guys would have seen that I've been loving the Beauty Kitchen products, and the moisturizer that I've been using actually is the Hydro Boost Day Cream. It actually has a day and night moisturizer, which is perfect for me because I have a daytime skincare routine and I also have a nighttime skincare routine. Now for the nighttime, I would just use my Night Halo potent sleep mask, but in the days I like to use my Hydro Boost Day Cream. When it's not my Hydro Boost Day Cream, I'm rotating between this and the Cetaphil moisturizer, which is low-key also one of my favorite moisturizers. Yeah, so I already also added my skincare routine, which is very important with skincare, guys. I'm coming a far way with my skincare now because, guys, one time when I was younger, I used to believe in makeup so much more than skincare. I never had a skincare routine, honestly, and I feel like because my skin did just young and bouncy, I just felt like, you know, I wasn't affected by it until I just started having massive breakouts on my skin when I got older. I was like, when I was younger I didn't have skin issues, so how is it that now that I'm older I'm having skin issues? And then I realized that being negligent with the care of my skin created that issue for me. And let me tell you something, guys, it cost me an arm and a leg to reverse all the damages that occurred with my skin. May I tell you, I had to invest in not just going to a dermatologist, but also invest in the products that was recommended to help fix the underlayer of my skin. Because when you have skincare issues, you have to first work on what is happening with under the skin and not just the layer of the skin. And let me tell you, I don't feel like it's right for anybody to depend on someone else's skincare because everybody is different and what works for me might not necessarily work for you. So I do recommend, if you're having skin issues, do some research, try different products, find out what your skin needs and see what works for you. Because trust me, we can have the same complexion, it might look like we can have the same skin oily combination or whatever, but guys, everybody's skin is different, everybody's skin needs different things, everybody's skin reacts to products differently. And so I would recommend doing your own research when it comes down to skincare, just to find out what works best for you. So I want to talk also about how I've been feeling lately. This week specifically, I just felt a lot more grounded. I just felt a lot more at peace. I don't know, I've been making a lot of changes, not just in my life but also on my social media platforms. You know, I've just been resetting everything. I've been resetting my Instagram, I've been resetting my TikTok, I've been resetting YouTube. If you guys have noticed, I have basically privated a lot of the videos that I have done on my YouTube channel, and that you might notice if you are a long-time subscriber. I know that a lot of you guys are new subscribers, but yeah, I've done a lot of changes in regards to my YouTube channel and all my other platforms. I don't want to say that I'm rebranding, but in some way it does feel like rebranding. I feel like I'm becoming right now who I was made to be. You know, I am being very true to myself right now, and the content that I am putting forward on my platforms will depict that. You know, I am no longer rushing anything. I am allowing things to flow. I am not trying to follow trends, things like that. You know, I am just really doing things that really feel true to my heart and to my core. And yeah, I am these days just feeling more grounded. And trust me, as I go along with this process of change, or this type of change in my life, you know, I'm also learning. So it's really just like a learning process for me. Everything is a learning process, and I'm just truly learning as I go along. So I basically say this week felt slower but in a good way, because I am learning not to rush myself. Yeah, just being patient and understanding also, even more now so than before, that timing is everything. And also just including God in the midst of everything that you're doing, because with God everything is possible, and without him you're just like an empty barrel making noise. So yeah, slower week but more grounded, and just taking my time overall. Guys, I also feel like I am finding my rhythm again. And wait, I forgot to tell you guys, I'm using my Fenty my Fenty foundation, and now I learned to mix both. So I have, this is the soft matte. Is it soft matte? Yeah, this is the soft lift, and this is the pro filter, which is my fave, and both of them are actually the same numbers, but if you can see visibly, the shades look different, and I don't know why that is, and I cannot speak to why that is. But yeah, for the soft lift are mostly for days like these when I just want my makeup to be a little bit more soft, and when I want more so of a heavy look, I'll definitely go in for the pro filter, because the difference between the soft lift and the pro filter is that the soft lift is a little less, you know, I mean, if you it's not really for a heavy look. It's just to give your face like a light glowy type of vibe. But as I said before, if you want a more heavy approach to your makeup, and also if you're trying to hide dark marks and stuff like that, the pro filter would definitely be the choice that you would make for that. Because the soft lift, you would definitely, if you're trying to hide blemishes with the soft lift, you definitely have to layer it up. Guys, I've just been loving softer looks lately, as it just suits more of who I am right now. Just more simple, calm, simple but effective. Because girl, I feel like I'm glowing, especially with my natural hair right now. I just feel simple but effective, if that makes sense. Guys, I really do believe that this season of my life is teaching me that quiet doesn't necessarily means that you're stuck, and progress doesn't always have to be loud. I've been making a lot of changes in my life lately. You know, I'm just moving a little bit more calm, no rush, as I mentioned before, and I literally am seeing results. I mean, to the outside person looking in, they may not be seeing what I am seeing, but I am the person that is tracking the progress of the changes that I have been making in my own life personally, and I have been seeing progress, and I have been seeing changes, and I am very proud of myself, because I have been taking more of like a calm approach to doing things these days, definitely not rushing anything, and I feel like this has been working for me, and I am super proud of the direction that I have chosen to go with myself. I mean, the persons that have been familiar with me, they would be more used to like a more outside vibrant person, and that personality is still here. It has not changed. I'm still the fun and amazing person I'm always going to be. But sometimes in life you have to learn that you have to take like a step back. This is the thing with me now, guys. I can't really do my makeup and talk. Yeah, but I'm gonna pull through. So sometimes in life you just have to realize that you have to take a step back, especially when, you know, for me right now, I have decided that I just want to go all in with everything that I'm doing. I want to put my best step forward, and I really and truly want to be consistent. You know, I want to be putting my foot forward even on days when I don't feel like it, even when it seems like it's not working out. Because let me tell you something, because consistency is key in every single thing. And I think the trouble about us as human beings is sometimes we're just not patient enough, and sometimes we give up in the moments when things are about to spark. But because we get so frustrated, because, you know, if you've been doing something for a while and you're not getting the results that you would want to see, you're going to start believing that maybe this is not for you, maybe you need to try something else. But I think that is the trouble. Sometimes we give up in the wrong moments. Sometimes we literally give up in the moments when we should be pushing harder. When it starts getting overwhelming, when that thought comes to your head that you should give up, I think that's the time when we need to push harder. And once you can push through that phase, I believe that is when things start showing up. You know, I believe that's when you really start to see the results that you're hoping for. Life is just like a plant or a tree. You know, the process starts with you digging the ground and planting the seed, and then in order for that seed to grow into a flower or into a tree, you definitely need to get up and watering it every day. And watering a plant is like our daily life. We have to show up even on the days when we don't feel like it. So every day you get up, you water the plant, you water that flower, you water that seed, because you have high hopes of seeing it grow. I keep looking into this camera and I need to stop doing it, because you have high hopes of seeing that seed that you plant become fruitful, you know, and become something else. And you know it's possible, so you get up with the vision to water it every day, knowing that the water is going to add some value to that seed, and one day it's going to sprout into something fruitful. And it's the same thing with life. You just have to show up. I mean, some days you get up, you're still watering the ground, you can't see a flower, you can't see a petal, you can't see nothing sprouting from the ground, but there is hope that with consistent watering of this flower, it's going to develop into something else. And I think that that's the attitude and the approach that we need to take towards life. We'll have to get up and show up even on days when we don't feel like it, and one day the results are going to show. We just have to be consistent. Anyways, I'm going to use this Fenty foundation because it's a lighter shade, and I'm going to use it to do like a light contour. Alright, so just a dupe, because I tell you this is a very simple look. I don't want a lot of anything, but just to add some highlight under the eyes. And let me tell you something, guys, Alicia goes a long way with this product. See that? Just a dupe. Just a dupe. And look at this, you really don't need a lot. And that's one of the things that I love about Fenty. Not to get into makeup, but what I love about Fenty is you can buy a product and it lasts you for a long time, and the quality of it will remain throughout. God, is such a great product. Big up to Rihanna. I mean, Rihanna really put her foot and her heart and soul into these products, and the fact that it is something that goes well for women of color is something that I really appreciate even more than anything else. Big up to Rihanna for that. Anyway, guys, in terms of even boundaries, I've been learning a lot to, you know, set boundaries. I mean, I've always set boundaries with myself, but even more so these days, I've definitely been sticking to it. You have to always set boundaries for yourself. If you don't set boundaries for yourself, just know that people are going to take advantage. For example, I am somebody that's always the person that is kind. I'm always a person that's looking out for people, but then over a period of time, I've realized that these same people that you go hard for a lot of the times, they're not very appreciative of your efforts. And whenever time I am making a sacrifice for someone, or I am doing anything for someone, and I realize that they don't show me appreciation, I take myself away from the situation. There is no excuses. I feel like once you are at a certain age, you know exactly what you're doing, and I feel like if you're of sound mind, there are certain principles of life that as an adult you would understand. So I really don't feel like I have to go around explaining to somebody what they have done. I think most of the times people know what they're doing, and so if I cannot not acknowledge that you're doing it, then you very well know that you are doing it too. So I believe in support for support. If I show up for you, you should be able to show up for me, and I understand that there's going to be times when you're not going to be able to show up truly because of circumstances, and I get that. But you have some people, they are definitely takers, and they just believe that they should take, and that's all it is for them. They don't really believe in giving. So for the person that I am right now, I definitely have to set boundaries, and I stand on it. If I realize that you're not very appreciative of the person that I am to you, or the value that I add to you as a person, yeah, definitely I cut myself off. You know, you have to set boundaries for yourself. It's very, very important, and some people don't get that. And listen, I don't care. I will cut a person off without even a warning, because as I said before, people actually know what they're doing, and sometimes it don't even make no sense for you to explain to them, because them already know. There's people that come around you and will pretend that they are into you for their own gain. They genuinely don't like you. They genuinely don't like you, but maybe you have some value that you can add to their life or their space, and they will use you as far as they can until them realize that them can't use you no more, and then they throw you out, or they start treating you like shit and beating you to your own game. The minute I realize that's what you're doing to me, I take myself away without warning, and that's that for me. And that's my attitude from then. It's my attitude now, and even now more than ever, I'm standing on it. Sometimes in the past, you know, I would look over things and I would say, yeah, let them do them, you know, because at the end of the day, I just believe in karma, and I think people are always going to get what they deserve. Whatever you reap, you shall sow. But nowadays, no, I'm not wasting no time. From to say no good for my child. Bye. That's it. And personally, I believe this is definitely how you keep peace within yourself. And for me, peace is a big thing. For me, I just feel like if you don't have peace in your life, you don't have nothing at all. And for me, I will choose peace over anything any day. I'll choose peace over money. I'll choose peace over friends. I'll choose peace over my own parents and family. I'll choose peace. Once you are in my life and you don't bring me peace, and you don't encourage peace in my space, I'm just going to have to take away myself. I am not encouraging chaos. I am not encouraging confusion, confrontations. Nothing that doesn't give me peace cannot dwell in my space, and that's on period. And that me I work it right now, because listen, when you don't have peace in your space, it interrupts your mind, it interrupts your mental health. You cannot concentrate, you can't, it's almost like you cannot progress into anything, and you cannot move forward, because trust me, disturbance of the mind really hold you back. If you know, you know. Disturbance of the mind, disturbance in your space, it really holds you back. And for me, I am seeking peace in all areas of my life. My friends should bring me peace, my parents should bring me peace, my family should bring me peace, my child should bring me peace. And if you don't bring me peace, I am not allowing you in my space at all. I don't care who I'm about to lose. I'm choosing peace over people. I'm choosing peace over money. I'm choosing peace over anything and everything, because listen, nothing to me like a good and healthy mental space, and that is what I am seeking. All right. Period. I'm also learning to just letting things be, guys. And I said I must stop doing my makeup because me and talk. I'm also learning to letting things be. you know, let it be. If, for example, I've been telling you guys a lot about my narcissistic dysfunctional family, and let me tell you, I've come to terms with the fact that people, you can't change them. I've always come to terms with that fact. As a matter of fact, I've never ever tried to change anyone, but just make people be themselves, because once again, I believe in karma, and I believe whatever you reap you shall sow. But I've just started to let things be. I don't force anything. If I realize that I've tried, for example, if I try to fix a situation, if I try to fix a friendship, if I try to fix a relationship, if I try to fix a situation in my space that's not doing well, if I try and I realize that it's not working out, I'm going to let it go. I'm not going to force it. I'm not going to fight with it. I am just learning to let things be. You don't like me, let it be. You understand? I don't care. I'm letting everything be. I'm letting go, and I am letting God. And that's one of the things that I have been working with of lately, just letting go and letting God. I am just doing me, focusing on me, and doing what I have to do to get better with myself each and every day, and to get better with time, and to get better with the things that I am doing. I am not allowing anything or anyone to stress me out. I am just letting things be, and I am letting go, and I am letting God, because I believe in God. I'm God's child, and I know that whatever it is, He will fix it, especially if I take it to Him in prayer. I'm not going to try and allow anything or anyone to stress me out. I am letting things be, I am letting go, and I am letting God. Another thing, guys, I am excited about what I am building. Even if it's happening slowly, I am excited about it. You know, I feel a lot more focused. I feel like I have a better direction with where I'm going with myself, in terms of music. Oh my God, I have sat down and I have thought about, you know, the direction that I wanted to go with my music, and I realized that, you know, I don't really love too much of the brawling things. I have the talent to do everything, but I don't always feel like being that way. And another thing is, when I just started music, guys, the direction for me was mostly singing, but somehow I just felt like people would accept me doing dancehall more and all of that, and so I dived into that space. But right now I am becoming who I was meant to be, and I am not rushing. I am slowly progressing into that person. And so I feel like even for my music, I am so excited about the new direction that I have taken, and I hope you guys will enjoy it. You know, it's nothing forced, it's not trends, it's nothing. It's just me being myself and doing what I love and doing what I feels will suit me best, at least for now, you know, because you have to remember, we're human beings. Today we wake up, we feel like we want to be this person. Tomorrow morning we wake up, we want to be another person. And personally for me, I love the fact that I am able to recreate and reinvent myself every time. It is something that keeps life interesting for me, and I don't have a problem with being a multi-potentialite. That's just who I am. So today I might feel like I want to take a more calmer path in regards to my music, and tomorrow I might just feel like I want to get up and bam down the place with some bad things, some dancer things, some hype things, some energetic thing, and that's it. I have the potential to do all, and I am not going to kill my talent to please people. I am going to do everything and anything I feel like doing, because it's one life I have to live. I'm gonna live it to my full potential. I'm not go out and when I get old now, I'm gonna say, well, I regret so I never get to do this. No, I'm not regret nothing. Anything I feel like I'm gonna do to make myself happy and at peace with myself, I am going to do it point blank. Period. In terms of content creation, as you guys can see, I am taking a new approach, and I'm excited about that. I am still the outside queen. I still will be doing my adventure vlogs, but I feel like something that I have not done over the years of doing YouTube, I have not really connected with my viewers in a sort of way. Like, I've not really allowed you guys to kind of get to know me on a personal level. Like, I've not really allowed you guys to get to know more of my personality and what I think most of the times the type of person that I am, and I just want to include that a little bit more. So it's not like a complete change of direction. I'm still always going to be that outside girl, showing you guys the things, and, you know, giving you guys information and things I like and places I like to go, and, you know, fun stuff like that. But as I said, for this phase and for this moment of my life, I'm just taking things a little bit more slower, and the redirection is just, you know, getting a solid building a solid connection with my viewers, and that's definitely what I am doing right now. Right now I'm feeling a little bit more aligned with myself. Everything is not perfect, but I'm loving the direction. I'm loving, you know, the new goals, the new mindset. You know, I'm loving not rushing. I'm loving, you know, just taking my time. I'm loving rebuilding. I'm just loving everything. I'm loving how I am more thoughtful in regards to the type of people that I entertain in my space. You know, everything, including choosing friends, everything, every single thing I'm taking time with, you know, and I am choosing people around me that I know can add value to my space and add value to me. I'm choosing people around me that I can build with. I'm choosing people that can add value, you know, and depth. I don't just want anybody around me anymore, you know. And even more than ever, guys, I am enjoying my own space, just being in my own space, taking time to myself to work on the things that I want to work on, to build on the things that I am working towards. And it just feels amazing for me. Things aren't perfect, and nothing ever in life will be perfect, because you have to understand, the higher you climb, more new level, new devil. And I think that the lower levels are there to prepare you for the higher levels. The things that you go through on the lower levels are things that are meant to happen for you, so that you can learn, you can become smarter, you can become wiser and more prepared for your higher levels. So I'm prepared for it. I am prepared for it all, guys. So basically this is the look. Guys, my lips are kind of slippery from the moisturizer that I have, the lip balm that I was wearing, so it nah take the thing so good, but oh well. Anyways, I'm gonna be putting on this lip gloss. Kind of cheap to get it now the wholesale, but I like it because I like the red tint that it adds to my lip, you know, kind of giving me a lipstick effect without actually being lipstick. See? Yeah, so this is the look, guys. Yeah, this is the vibe, period. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for hanging out with me while I got ready, and I'll see you guys in my next weekly vlog. Bye, Amor Nation. Love ya. You still watching? Thank you. But why you don't subscribe yet? Click that red button below right now. Subscribe to the channel, man. Big up yourself. Thank you.